Hey everybody, this is Sparklestorm, and here we are at the entrance to the Seven Continent Zoo. But today we aren't actually going into the zoo to check out a habitat. Today we are going to head over this way to check out the staff area. And I am super excited to share this with you. I have never done anything like this, and or at least not on this scale. I did put together some staff areas at the beginning of this build, some offices and a VR center on the second floor of the main buildings, but I've never done anything to this scale and in this style of kind of backstage maintenance warehouse type of an area. So I decided to split this build into two videos because the speed build was just way too long and I was having a hard time cutting anything else out from the speed build. So I've split it into a speed build video and then this tour video. And so you can check out one or the other or both, whatever you prefer. So here we have our staff entrance and we can enter this area through this gate in a vehicle, or we can enter by foot over here. So I think what we're going to do is start over here at this gate entrance and then circle back around to the other entrance over here. So here we have a security point where you could scan your employee pass, or there's a little camera on here and a keypad where you could call for someone to open the gate and let you in, and then you would enter here. And I used quite a few workshop items in this build, so I will make sure to list all of the creators in the details of the video. This cool delivery truck was made by Eros, and so this would be a place where our animals would come into the zoo and they would enter through here, and there are some holding areas in here for our animals when they arrive, and then this would also be a holding space for when our animals were being transported out of the zoo. So we have a large cage on this side and medium-sized cage and two smaller cages over here. Each cage has their lock mechanism and a clipboard, place for a clipboard for information on the animal. And then over around on this side, we've got all of the things that our keepers need to care for the animals while they're here. So we've got water and enrichment items for our animals. Our disco ball is rocking, and we've got all the tools that our keepers would need to maintain these cages. And in this space, I added in some lighting up here and some ventilation systems. So I'll see if I can get a good look of those just to ventilate this area outside because it will be holding animals. And also I go around this way and show you the view out this way is so pretty. So I wanted to add in these windows to add in some light, some natural light during the day, and then also just to make the space feel more open. But it also provides this beautiful view of the mountains. So that's it for this building. Although, we do have a very cool fire extinguisher. This was made by a creator named Maxinaeus. So we have a few of those scattered around this area as well. Okay, so this door exits to a road that continues into the warehouse backstage area, but over through this door we have a few more rooms. We have surgery room number 1. Really, there's nothing in there, so that's just a pretend door, but we do have our actual vet surgery room in here. Surgery room number 2, so we've got vet surgery facility in there. Over here we have Dr. Hope's office. So this is our veterinarian for the zoo. And we have some really cool office workshop items by Shiftzie in here. And then heading back around this way, we've got, had to do some double doors to make that work. Okay, so we've got our quarantine back here, we've got our utilities room, and we have one more office back here, our vet tech, Dr. Storm. With some more Shiftzie office items, and also another office pack. Saga.editing, I believe, made this shelf, and then also I think the office chairs. Not sure if these are part of Shiftzie or maybe another office chair creator PS Vision, but I will list all of those in the details. All right, so let's head back out this way and just go through this exit here and check out another building. Across from this, we have our maintenance building. So just before we head in there though, over here we have our path that would lead all around the perimeter of the park so that our employees could access all of the different keeper huts and habitats to deliver whatever they needed to deliver or do maintenance on those. Like for example, here we have this very cool trailer delivering food to our keeper huts, and that one was made by HelloSmith. And over here we have our maintenance building. So we've got another delivery truck here made by John Bingus, delivering food to the zoo, and all of this food will be kept back here in our cold storage. So we've got some shelving back here by Moving Target, I believe, and a freezer to hold the meat. Some ventilation in our cold storage as well. So that is our fridge, and through here we have some more items for maintaining our habitats. So we've got logs and platforms, dirt, hay or straw, and sand. And we have some of the same type of building with these windows at the top, so we get another view of these gorgeous mountains and the same lighting and ventilation system copied over. So over here we've got some tools that our employees would need, and then we have our Director of Maintenance office. So we've got staff t-shirts in here, and materials, fabrics for the habitats, and everything that our Director of Maintenance will need. Decor items to personalize the space, and that is it for our maintenance building. So we're going to head back around this way. And we have one more building in this space to check out. So this is our vehicle maintenance building, so more of a garage. And so we've got everything in here that we would need to care for our vehicles, all kinds of spare parts, and same type of building as the other two with the high windows, I think. a nice view out this window as well. And over here, got our station to clean out all of our bins and a couple of lawnmowers and our keeper's wish list wall. So this would be all of the animals that our keepers are hoping will make their way to 7CZ one day. Not looking promising since our African area is already complete. However, and our Asian area as well. However, we are going to still be working on our South American area. So there is hope for the capybara. Okay, so heading out this way, we have our staff room. So we've got a place here for our staff to take off their muddy boots. And in through here, we just have our staff room. And then out this way, we connect back up with the entrance to the staff area where our employees can enter by foot. And I just want to show you this. It's kind of funny sometimes what I get excited about, but I'm actually really excited about this fence and this latch because I spent a lot of time on it. There aren't a lot of small parts in the game, so doing something small can be tricky, but I was really happy with how it came together. So just a latch that you would squeeze the handle there and the other side would lift up to release from the hook and let you in. So over here we've got, if you wanted to go straight to the staff rest area at the back, you could come this way on the stone path. We've got some pretty flowers and sunflowers that our employees have planted to give this area a little bit more color. And back here we've got picnic tables to eat at, and we've got a bin full of tools, activities. We've got beach balls, frisbees, some exercise equipment, kettlebells and resistance bands, horseshoes to play, to replace the horseshoes or just change a different color, and some picnic blankets. So over here we have our horseshoe pits, where we've got a couple of our angry vendors having a very animated game of horseshoes. It looks like they're tied right now. And then we've got our soccer net over here. So I was also pretty excited about this soccer net. So I made with some mesh and some metal rods. And yeah, I really like the way that turned out. So back here, you can head back into the garage, or you can head around this way. And this path meets up with the path leading to the zoo. So our employees can take this way into the zoo. If they were heading in by foot, that meets up with the path right before the Japanese macaque habitat. And we've got a couple more wheelbarrows here from the Backstage warehouse props with some deliveries ready to be taken out. And then there's just one more thing that I'd like to share with you, and that is this staff area at night. So I did do a lot of lighting in this area, and that's not something I've done in too many places in the park other than the entrance and the parking lot. So I will leave you with a tour of the staff area at night, and thanks so much for checking out my video, and we'll be back next week with another habitat in the North American section. So bye for now.